Very good morning, students. Today I am here with chapter 3 Dusk of class 8 English literature. It's a short story written by H. Munro. He writes under the pen name Saki. Let's know more about the author. H. Munro, Hector Hung Munro, was born on 18 December 1870 and died on 14 November 1916. He was better known by the pen name Saki and also Scottish journalist and writer. He was known for writing witty stories which were set in the early 20th century and poked fun at society. Munro had mastered the art of the unexpected ending. In the dusk, he uses the same device and holds the reader's interest till the very end. The story has a surprise ending. This is called a twist in the tale, and we are led to believe something, and suddenly the end is not what we had expected. So you all can enjoy this wonderful story by Saki. Let me introduce you with the characters of the story. Norman Godsby. Author has given him a task to observe people. He is the protagonist of the story who is observing people and finding himself as if he is a good judge. Second character, author has not given any name to this character, but he is an old man. The third character came, that is a young boy, a young scam boy. Let's enjoy the story. The main theme of the short story Dusk is the inscrutability of human nature. In this story by Saki, we have the theme of appearance, perception, guilt, deception, and self-importance. He only guessing when he thinks about the other people he sees and talks to in the story. So here, when you will read the story, you will find the protagonist of the story, Norman Godsby, try to judge each and everyone whom he observed, and ultimately his judgment goes wrong. He find himself guilty. He find himself that he was wrong on judging other people by their appearances, by the circumstances. Wrong. It's March evening and a man named Norman Godsby sits in a park on a bench, observing the happenings around him. Godsby enjoys watching the bustle of miserable looking people heading home and in traffic. It was the dusk time, a little darkness, the sun was setting. He is feeling a bit sorry for himself, but still enjoys the gloom and hopelessness that engulfs the general mood of the people on the streets. He describes it as the hour of the defeated. Now see here, author has given this particular phrase here, that is the hour of the defeated. Now the Norman Godsby, the character who is an observer here, observes people, and he says that as if at this particular time of the dusk, the people, those who are failure, the people, those who have unsuccessful in their life, they are coming out on the street as if nobody is going to notice them at this particular hour. So what he can find the people with gloomy faces, miserable people, those who are failures, or those who have lost their hope, and all with pale faces, dull faces, are walking on the street as if nobody is going to notice them at this hour of dusk. And that's why he has called this hour the hour of the defeated. Now, at this particular time, an old man sits next to him on the bench. He is very well dressed, respectable gentleman when he saw him from the far. But when he came and sat beside him, he can observe him from the closer look. And on closer inspection, however, it becomes clearer that he is from the pitiful, unpopular orchestra. From his appearance, he could find out that the fellow is from orchestra. He looks like a depressed old man who can barely afford where he lives. Means the old man was looking depressed from his clothes, from his appearance, although from the far away he was looking all right, a gentleman. But now from the closer inspection he can find out that he is a pitiful man who cannot even afford his livelihood properly, and that's why he wore this shabby suit. As soon as the old man left from the bench, a young man angrily sits down and complains to himself. He was talking to himself in a very harsh manner or angry mood. He was in angry mood. Godsby was observing him. He could find out that he is a man with not good mood. He is quite upset. So Godsby addresses his bad mood, and the man explains why he is so upset. Young man starts his story that he came from the another city and he was supposed to stay at Patagonial Hotel in Berkshire Square. He continued that when I got there, I found it has been pulled down some weeks ago, and in place of a hotel, now there is a cinema theatre. Then he said that taxi driver recommended him another hotel some way off, and then he was not having any other scope. So what he did, he went to another hotel with the taxi driver. Then he continued that I came out of the hotel. I just sent a letter to my people giving them the address where I am staying, and then I went out to buy some soap as I had forgotten to pack my soap with me, and I hate using hotel soap. So then I came out to purchase a soap. Then he explained that he had a drink at a bar, and when he was trying to go back to the hotel, he realized that he didn't remember the hotel's name, even he didn't remember the street where it is. After narrating the entire story, he took an eloquent pause, and then he said to Norman Godsby that I suppose you think I have spun you rather an impossible yarn. Means my story is quite unrealistic, and maybe it is difficult for you to believe on my story. Then Norman Godsby replied, not at all impossible. I remember doing exactly the same thing once in a foreign capital, and on that occasion there were two of us, means I and my friend, means Norman Godsby with his friend, and the remarkable was this, that both forget the way to hotel. But luckily we remembered, he explained again further, that luckily we remembered that the hotel was on a sort of canal. So we got the canal, and then with the help of the canal we reached to our hotel back. The second half of the story will continue in the next video. Till then, do read the story from the book and enjoy. Do underline all the hard words and find their meanings. Learn and use those words in your day-to-day conversation. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.